Hello and welcome to Crystal Talks. Cynthia and I are so excited to be here with you today. We are talking about a really awesome crystal. It is, in fact, it is a crystal that forms the largest known crystals of any mineral. So it's really a pretty amazing crystal. You want to tell us what we're talking about, Cynthia?
Amazonite. I love Amazonite. I love them all. I know. I say that every time, but each one, it has its own beauty and powers and benefits, and works, of course, amazingly with essential oils. But we're in the process now of going through 5 crystal gemstones that are particularly known for reducing stress. And this is the second in the series. If you go back in the group and look, you'll see the recording for the one we've done earlier. So Katie, you want to tell us a little bit about Amazonite, where it comes from?
Amazonite is a super cool stone, especially when we're talking about it in regards to stress, because, and Cynthia will tell you more in a minute, but it not only helps with stress of the mind, but it helps with stress of the body in regards to like electromagnetic pollution and smog and all like the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth waves that we absorb. It really helps us with that, supports us in the stress of that. So mind and body. The goddess that aligns with Amazonite is Tiamat. It's a Sumer-Babylonian mother and chaos goddess. She is the powerful force of chaos that's split in 2 to form the heavens and the earth. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool goddess to align with, if I think so, at least. And Amazonite is aligned with the element of water. So it really helps you to pull in that flow, that ability to flow, just like water. And it aligns with your heart and throat chakras. So it can really support you in that expression and self-love too. Tell us some more about what Amazonite is good for.
Well, if you look at Amazonite, it's just peaceful. It has that look of water, of very serene, tranquil water. It is a very, very soothing stone. It calms the brain and the nervous system. It also calms emotional and soothes emotional trauma. A big healer in that area. And as Katie mentioned before, it's a great connector between the heart chakra and the throat chakra. So it helps you speak your love, speak your connection, speak your feelings to both yourself and fellow man, the earth. It balances. It does an amazing job of balancing the male and female energy. And it interestingly enough, it helps us. I think part of that soothing part, it helps us see both sides of a situation, a problem, helps us understand different points of view. And, and a lot of times I find that when people disagree, if they sit down and talk about what they really are thinking, they often find that they're just looking at the same point of view, just from different perspectives. It's like feeling an elephant trunk versus an elephant foot. It's the same thing, but it feels and looks and talks, very, very differently. So another very, very important point of amethyst, Amazonite is
all the
yeah. It helps us in manifesting universal love. How cool is that? To coin Katie's phrase.
Cool.
I mean, it is. That's a huge one. And as she mentioned, it does protect us against electromagnetic pollution, and it absorbs those microwaves they're everywhere anymore. And physically, it helps strengthen the bones, and it supports healing of the bones and tooth decay, and it helps relieve muscle spasms. So, if someone gets, say, leg cramps in the middle of the night, or, anything like that, it would be a good one to keep by the bed. So what are some interesting facts about Amazonite that we haven't covered, Katie?
Well, there's one fact that's super interesting, but before I share that with you, I want to talk for a moment about the ability of amethyst, because it works with your heart chakra and it works with your throat chakra, but it also has this ability to calm the mind, to open the mind. It it supports you in that communication between the heart and the head, which is really, really key to staying connected to yourself, staying connected to your intuition, and staying aligned in your life. And so if you are feeling disconnected from yourself, or feeling like you're disconnected from your heart, like you're in your head space and you're in this anxious space and you can't quite get into that heart space, it's a really great stone to use with the intention of opening up that channel in the throat chakra to connect your heart to your head. So even more powerful, cool stuff. But interesting fact about Amazonite is it is said that you can put a dish of Amazonite stones on the kitchen table, and it is supposed to persuade others to assist in more chores. So I'm definitely going to try that one. Throw it on the kitchen table and see how that goes, since nobody in my house wants to do any chores. So if you have that same, yeah, and if you have that same thing going on and you give it a go, you put like a bowl of Amazonite on your kitchen table or in your kitchen, let us know in the comments if you find those in your house are picking up on the chores, because that's some pretty powerful stuff happening there. Amazonite has always been known as a powerful stone too, throughout history. It's been used as far back as the 10th century BC, and it's said to be used by the powerful female warriors in the Amazon. And so some say that its name came from these powerful female warriors in the Amazon. And some say that it's named after the Amazon River, although it's never been found near the Amazon River before. So there is some conflicting points of where that name came from, but either way, I think we can agree that the stone looks like a beautiful river, just in every stone you hold. It was also worn as jewelry for thousands of years in Central and South America. And the ancient Egyptians used Amazonite for many different things, from decor to jewelry. And actually, when King Tut's burial chamber was discovered, that had many Amazonite extravagant gemstones, jewelry, and it had a gold mask inlaid with gemstones that included Amazonite. So it's been a powerful stone used for a long, long time. Cynthia, can you tell us what essential oils go along with this
Oh yes, well,
beautiful
of course,
stone?
when you're using and mixing your essential oils with the gemstones, you need to become aware of what your intention is, because that intention will help guide which essential oils you use to pair with it. If you're trying to work on self-acceptance, then bergamot, however you want to pronounce it, they're both correct, is the one to choose. If you're working on love and trust and issues revolving around those, either giving or receiving, then geranium is a fantastic oil to pair with Amazonite. If you're thinking in terms of of abundance, green stones are always good for increasing abundance. I don't think we've touched on that, but Amazonite has it's a blue green, but it definitely has a green. And wild orange would be a great one. And of course, wild orange is also great for creativity and joy and just playfulness in general. Self-knowledge, juniper. And then clove is great for working on your personal integrity and letting go of victim mentality. Now, those are a few of the oils that you can mix with Amazonite, but I encourage you to get to know your oils and your crystals a little bit better, and then you can pick some of your own.
Absolutely. And you brought up this thing that we haven't talked about, that green stones align with that finance and that abundance element, right? And so Amazonite is also known as a good luck charm, as a good luck stone. Opens up for opportunity and for financial ventures and things like that. So it can be really great in manifesting that abundance as well. And part of that is the confidence that it brings. It can really bring this energy of confidence. And so two really great mantras to use with Amazonite are, I embody calm confidence, because it pulls in both of those energies, this element of calmness, calming mind and body, and confidence. And the other one is, I am strong, hopeful, and worthy. So really great mantras to use with that Amazonite stone. And Cynthia, tell us how else we can use it.
Well, you can certainly put it by your bed to help pull off, worrisome thoughts when you sleep at night. And if you put it around your home, wherever you spend a lot of time, that'll help support you in becoming your authentic self and bringing harmony, not just to you, but to your relationship with your loved one. When you use and carry these stones, they benefit not only you, but the people that you come in contact with. You can use them in your crystal grids, of course. And you're always going to want to have it near your Bluetooth devices, your computers, any kind of electronic device to protect against that the electromagnetic smog, which is, it's great for helping dispel that and protect us against that. And then, Katie, you want to wrap up about how you use it in yoga?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is really such a powerful stone that you can use in many different ways in your yoga or meditation practice. You could place it by you when you're meditating, or for yoga to really encourage that calmness and that confidence, that strength within. Some specific ways is meditating with Amazonite, like holding it in your hand, placing it on your heart, placing it on your throat, with the intention of calming mind and body while encouraging healing. Because I don't know if we've talked a lot about this today, but Amazonite is also very supportive in emotional healing. And so it can be really great for meditating with that when you're going through some healing, when you're in a spiritual awakening, or if you just feel like you need some energetic support in that realm. For yoga, place Amazonite on the throat chakra or near the body, and then do yoga poses that open the throat chakra, like a fish pose or anything that's really going to open up this neck space and really stretch out that space so that the energy can flow to your throat chakra. So that is everything we've got about Amazonite today. If you want to grab this information in a beautiful PDF, drop the comment PDF below and we will get it right to you with all this information and a little bit more, so you can refer back to it whenever you would like. And we're so excited to be here with you. We can't wait to see you next week.